And welcome.
Thank you.
This is your first time to one of our shows.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here for the first time. It's all very exciting. It's good to see you all.
And was Graham saying nice things about me?
He made me cry within the first minute I saw him again. And, yeah.
What? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of cry.
Still
I mean, just to keep on toes. We were reminiscing actually about how little screen time we actually had together in Outlander.
Even though we kind of share a baby.
Yes. Yes, somehow I actually managed to get her pregnant. But was never actually in the room with her, apparently.
That's all he needs.
That's it. I just looked at her across a room and that was it. Boom. What did they call the baby, by the way? I can't remember. No, it's an actual character in the show.
I know.
I really should know that.
I should too, because I
What's his name?
birthed him on What's his name?
What's his name? What?
Bridget?
Bridget Jones.
Bridget? No.
You had a baby called Bridget. Did you even know whether your child was a boy or a girl?
Listen, Dougal doesn't pay much attention to that sort of stuff. It's just like, yeah.
Was it a boy or a girl?
It was a boy.
It was a boy called Bridget?
That's very confusing.
So you misplaced Bridget?
He's around somewhere. He's probably out the back.
He'll join us shortly, I'm sure.
So let me explain how it works here, for you particularly, the first time. We have, some people will be coming back up to these microphones, which, remember in German, is microphone.
Microphone?
Yeah, microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably actually do speak German. Lotte does speak German, whereas I just pretend.
So we've got over here on the right, in the middle over there, and then basically we're circling around like that. Hello!
Hi. My question is for Graham, and I just wanted to know, how did you indeed escape from Outlander?
Well, I mean, I think maybe you saw Dean's rescue of me from the hotel room, where Mark was keeping me in a bath, naked. It was, yeah. I mean, basically, Dean had the kind of disguise of putting a pair of underpants on his head, and then coming into the hotel. We had such fun doing that, I tell you. It was embarrassing how enjoyable that became. Because it became, I don't know how many of you saw any of that, but anyway, we did a series of these videos, and we intended to only do one, where it was just me and him, glass of wine, bit of a chat and everything. And then Dean sent me a video pretending that he'd just escaped from Mark Adler. And I thought, oh, this is just genius. Genius. So I had to try and match that. So I filmed myself in my broom closet. Yes, it's kind of worrying, really. And then we really went for it and actually went to a hotel. And, reenacted this whole thing where I had to get in the bathroom and he had the underpants. And fortunately, there was nobody else in that corridor at the time, because that would have been a bit awkward, explaining why a man wearing a pair of underpants on his head was rescuing a half-naked man from a bathroom.
Yeah. I'm sure that's never happened in a hotel.
No, it'll probably happen tonight. That's the kind of thing that goes on in the Marriott Hotel. But it was great fun anyway. We had a ball.
Thank you.
Have you any idea what they were talking about?
I have no stinking clue.
No, we weren't here. Dean, who you met, and I were not here last year, so we made a video to say hello to everyone, and then it got a bit carried away.
Totally.
It went viral.
Well, it was just we clearly had too much time on
You actually went out and booked a hotel with Dean?
Well, it's not that strange, really. It is strange.
He's a very attractive man. Hello.
My question is actually Agent Carter related.
Yay!
So given what happens to Anna at the end of the last series, tragically unable to have kids, do you think that's going to impact her relationship with Tony when he eventually is actually born?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess they work it out somehow. I don't know. I honestly, I will be honest about this. I don't really know what happens to her later on. I think you're better informed than I am. Please enlighten me.
That's why I asked the question. I'm into the comic books, and I'm afraid, despite the fact my dissertation is on Marvel, and I'm into comic books, I don't actually know. So, but thank you for trying to answer.
Thank you.
Okay, we're over. Hello.
Hello. I have a question for both of you. The first one is for Graham. I've never actually seen Dougal's Dead because I just can't watch it. Every time I start playing it, and I just have to put it off. I was wondering, is there like a character that you can't watch or don't want to read about? Because I can't even read it in the books. And I also have one for Lotte, who's Dutch as well.
I was just going to say, wait a minute, you're actually Dutch. I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, dat ben ik zeker.
Super nice.
And my question is about that as well, because it's really hard to get rid of a Dutch accent. And I was wondering if you have any tips to get rid of it, and how did you do it? Because your accent is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Well, you're doing pretty awesome yourself. It helps to live in a different country, because you kind of have to. And then I do a lot of accents for different roles anyway, so, you know, you just start listening for accents all the time. Like, whenever somebody's talking, I'm always like, right? You know, picking up on what they sound like instead of what they're actually saying. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of how I pick up accents. But yeah, I mean, I would say living in America, I've been there for 4 years now, and that kind of helps to just be there and surround myself with Americans and listen to that. You lived in America, you still sound
I spent a lot of time there, yeah. No, I love accents too. I'm always listening, like Lotte, for different voices and all the rest. So I enjoy playing with that kind of stuff. I can't remember, what was your first question?
I can't watch Dougal's Dead on screen.
Yes.
And I was wondering, is like a character in a book or a TV show you can't read about or can't watch?
What, a show that I watch?
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've got a pretty high tolerance for that sort of thing. I mean, to be absolutely honest, in a sort of serious way, really, the thing I find hard now is anything involving children, because now I have children. If I see anything bad happening to children on screen or on television, I find that very, very difficult, because I just see my children. They become my children. It's very strange. I think anybody who has kids would understand that all children become like yours when you view them. And so that affects me very deeply, and I find that very uncomfortable in fact, I avoid watching things that portray children in a bad way like that. So that would be the only thing. But other than that, I'll watch anything. But yeah, hope that answers your question.
It did, thank you.
What about yourself though? Is it difficult to watch a character you're playing?
Me? I don't watch a lot of things that I've been in. It's really quite embarrassing, actually. I haven't seen, it's a terrible admission, I haven't seen the second season of Outlander.
Oh, me neither.
No, it's, and I haven't seen the first season of Preacher, which I'm in, and there's a lot of things I haven't seen. It's just, for me, because obviously I did them, that whole experience is there in my mind. I remember that experience, and I just remember how I felt on the day when I did it. Like, for instance, the scene that you were describing, my death. I just remember that very vividly. I remember how we did it. I remember how funny it was, actually. I mean, in the obviously not in the doing of it, but in between, when we were doing takes, we would do, I did a shot from where I was on the ground dying, of Sam and Katrina leaning over me, grinning, and just, stupid stuff like that. And you make jokes about it while you're doing it. So I remember that, and I enjoy that more than necessarily picking over the performance when it's been edited. Because it's always a very uncomfortable experience. When I saw The Hobbit films, and all the other guys would say the same. When you're seeing your bit, you are literally sort of hunkered down in your seat, just going, oh my God, because you only see the faults in what you've done, I think, which is not the best way of watching something.
Hello.